Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TV5 News Live for Wednesday, December 5th. I'm Jackie Nealon.
And I'm Carrie LaPoo. Here's a look at some of the stories we'll be bringing you this evening.
Mark Despotakis will join us with a recap of last night's Borough Council meeting.
And a local resident wants the borough to post speed limit signs on her street.
And later, we'll have the latest from Afghanistan.
We'll have all those stories plus more coming up in the next half hour. But first, our top story. A former Venango County man suspected of sending hundreds of hoax anthrax letters to women's clinics has been captured in Ohio. Clayton Lee Wagner was on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. He escaped from an Illinois jail in February. The FBI says Wagner claimed responsibility for sending 280 letters to East Coast clinics which perform abortions, falsely claiming they contained anthrax. He's quoted as saying God asked him to be a warrior and kill doctors who provide abortions. Attorney General John Ashcroft says he's pleased Wagner is in custody.
Clayton Lee Wagner is in good hands in the custody of the United States Marshal Service. And you know something? In those good hands, I have to tell you that the United States is a safer and more secure place. The battle against those who inflict terror or seek to inflict terror or seek to induce terror with hoaxes or threats is a battle that must be joined by all Americans.
Wagner's wife and 8 children still reside in Venango County.
Last night, the Clarion Borough Council met to talk about money. The council approved a motion to advertise the proposed 2002 budget, tax ordinance, and fee schedule. Clarion's very own Mark Despotakis was there and has a recap of the meeting.
Last night's Clarion Borough Council meeting was one of the shortest in the last few months. It was the last meeting for Council President Ray Austin, Mayor Yoho, and Councilman Lee Rupert. Council also approved the tentative budget, and the good news, taxes won't be raised.
The most important thing, it means no tax increase. This will be the 9th year in a row that we've been able to hold the line on taxes.
The final adoption of the budget is expected at a special meeting to be held December 20th. Council also reminded residents that leaf collection ended this past Saturday. Residents are asked not to put out any more leaves.
Public Works is not accepting bags of leaves anywhere anymore.
Borough Manager Carol Lapinto also presented some information about Clarion Borough joining a Council of Governments. That proposal, along with others, are being left to the new council to decide. That new council takes office in January. In the newsroom, Mark Despotakis, TV5 News.
As Mark said in his report, a special session of the Clarion Borough Council will be held on December 20th at Clarion Borough offices. During the meeting, 8:30 a.m., Council will approve the 2002 budget as well as tend to other issues brought before Borough.
In addition to discussing the budget, Borough Council members talked about stop signs at last night's meeting. The trial period for the stop signs on Eastwood Drive and Horizon Heights has expired. Now, Council must decide whether to keep the signs or not. Members informed the public that a vote will be held during the special session on December 20th. The vote will decide the fate of the road signs. Council also received a letter from a concerned local resident. Dorothy Miller, who lives in the Liberty Towers in Clarion, wrote a letter to Council asking that a speed limit sign be posted on Madison Road outside her building. According to Miller, motorists drive above the speed limit 25 miles per hour according to state law, posing possible danger to Liberty Tower residents. The road is used by many drivers who are attempting to avoid traffic on Main Street. Council members said that they will look into possible ways to improve the situation on the alley for the future. TV5 News will have more details and word from Miller tomorrow night on TV5 News Live.
3 members of the U.S. Special Forces in Afghanistan were killed today when a guided bomb went off track north of Kandahar. It's unclear whether the smart bomb was programmed wrong or if it malfunctioned. Skip Loescher has the update on the war against terrorism.
President Bush has expressed his condolences to the families of those 3 U.S. soldiers killed in the worst incident of friendly fire since the war began.
These are human-made, human-designed systems, and therefore they're going to have flaws.
Whatever caused it, a 2,000-pound satellite-controlled smart bomb missed its target and exploded about 100 yards from U.S. and Afghan soldiers north of Kandahar.
This mission was called in due to the fighting that was occurring between opposition groups and those Taliban forces that were dug in.
3 Americans, all U.S. Special Forces, were killed and 19 others injured, as were a number of anti-Taliban troops. The coalition soldiers were medevaced to the Marine base south of Kandahar for treatment. U.S. soldiers were later flown to military south of Jalalabad at Tora Bora, where some believe Osama bin Laden might be hiding. Anti-Taliban forces are engaged in a firefight with enemy troops. In Germany, 4 Afghan groups agreed on the makeup of an interim council to run the government for 6 months. 2 women are part of that council.
It is extremely important for Afghan women to regain their confidence on the new situation.
The White House says President Bush is pleased with the agreement, which he says will help the people take their country back. Spokesman Ari Fleischer.
He believes it is a positive agreement that bodes well for the people of Afghanistan.
The Pentagon says it's investigating, trying to find out why that deadly incident of friendly fire happened. We're live in Washington. I'm Skip Loescher. Back to you.
As Skip just reported, U.S. forces were hit by friendly fire that cost them their lives. Major Brad Lowell, spokesperson for the U.S. Marine Corps, said that any loss of life is unacceptable.
Any friendly fire incident is unacceptable. It'll be looked into, and it's not something that we take lightly. It's not something that we accept as part of combat. It does take place. We do everything possible to avoid that taking place.
An unknown number of opposition forces also were killed in the accident. The injured have been taken to New Marine Base south of Kandahar. Stay with us. TV5 News Live has more to come.
After the break, members of the local community light up the night sky. We'll tell you what they did coming up.
And Pennsylvanians might see an increase in the number of state police officers in the Commonwealth. We'll have all the details in just a moment.
But first, we want to hear from you. It's your turn, the residents of Clarion, to voice your opinions.
Call or write us here at TV5 and tell us what you want to hear on the newscast, or if you have any other comments regarding Clarion's very own TV5.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant by Fox's Pizza Den. Fox's Pizza Den is located on Old Route 66 in Clarion and offers all-day delivery. Phone 226-5555. That's 226-5555. Fox's Pizza Den is open 7 days a week for your convenience. Phone 226-5555.
Wardrobe for some TV5 news anchors, provided by Fashion Bug, located in the Clarion Mall. Whether you're looking for junior trendy, girls, or fashion for women, they have it all, with many different styles. Fashion Bug also offers a wide selection of accessories. Fashion Bug is located in the Clarion Mall, just off of Exit 9 of Interstate 80. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 9 p.m., and Sunday from noon till 5.
This portion of the program was made possible through a grant from Clarion Hospital. Clarion Hospital is located off of Exit 9 of Interstate 80. Clarion Hospital offers outpatient services, transitional care, as well as an emergency room open around the clock every day of the year. More than 400 employees and 80 physicians work to serve the community. Call the Clarion Hospital at 226-9500. Clarion Hospital, providing health care to Clarion County and surrounding communities since 1954.
Do you want complete coverage of local, state, national, and international news as it happens?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TV5 News Live.
Tune in to Clarion's very own TV5 News Live for complete coverage of the Clarion area and our world. TV5 News crews join with crews from the world's news leader, CNN, to provide complete coverage of the day's events. With advanced satellite capabilities, TV5 News can bring you the latest news as it happens. So tune in every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings for Clarion's very own TV5 News Live.
This is TV5 News Live.
Welcome back. Though it didn't feel like December today, local residents and university students enjoyed a sign that Christmas is just 3 weeks away. Clarion University President Dr. Diane Reinhardt lighted the university Christmas tree. The 45-foot tree, decorated with thousands of lights, is located outside the Carrier Administration Building on the university campus. President Reinhardt hopes that the tree will provide unity for the nation.
Is decorated by with more than 1,000 colored lights, will serve as our expression of our collective desire for peace in our troubled world and for prosperity in the years to come.
Light refreshments were served and holiday music filled the air. While enjoying the festive atmosphere, those in attendance also observed a moment of silence in honor of the victims of September 11th.
Pennsylvania is maybe getting more state police officers. House lawmakers in Harrisburg approved legislation today to allow the state to hire an extra 370 troopers. The number of potential new officers is 3 times the amount sought by Governor Mark Schweiger. The bill is part of the package of anti-terrorism legislation. State representatives have been voting for the past several days. The bill now heads to the Senate. In other state news, a lawyer for Lieutenant Governor Robert Jubelier is defending his dual role of executive and legislator as constitutional. A lawsuit filed by the state representative, John Lawless, and 2 other men contenders that Jubelier breached provisions in the state constitution that called for a separation of power among the state's 3 branches of state government. 7 Commonwealth Court judges heard arguments in the case this morning. Jubelier became the state's number 2 executive when Mark Schweiger moved up to post of governor after Tom Ridge resigned to take post of director of Homeland Security.
Stay with us. TV5 News Live has more to come.
Coming up after the break, the Space Shuttle Endeavour headed into space tonight.
And a local steel manufacturer will stay open for now. We'll have the details after the break.
But first, here's a look at tonight's winning lottery numbers.
I am an American. I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am
An American.
I am an American.
I am American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
September 11, 2001 tragedy was not only the tragedy of one nation, it was a tragedy for the entire human race. And if the perpetrators were Arabs or Muslims, we should not blame this on Islam or the entire Islamic faith. We should try to avoid these epithets because they have got serious consequences for innocent people. It is very necessary for us to detach the individual acts from their faith and from their ethnicity.
You'd never know it on the battlefield, but nearly half of today's military are National Guard and reservists. However, they can't answer our nation's call without their employer's support. If you're an employer, Visit esgr.org and find out how to do your part. After all, their response depends on yours.
You're watching TV5 with Zeta Tau Alpha.
This is TV5 News Live.
9, 8, we have a go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour, pushing our goal.
At nearly a week
Houston now
of
controlling
delays,
the flight of
Space Shuttle Endeavour has taken off. Shuttle rocketed into orbit this evening, after previous attempts were scrubbed due to weather. Endeavour will dock with the International Space Station on Friday. The 10-day mission will include delivery of supplies and a spacewalk to install thermal blankets over 2 pieces of equipment on the space station's solar wing.
The future of LTV's still operation is being decided by a Youngstown, Ohio court today. A smaller crowd of steelworkers gathered outside the federal bankruptcy court. They're hoping that the judge will allow a stay of execution in the shutdown of LTV's steel operations. The bankrupt company has requested to be able to shut down and sell its steel operations. LTV says it can't afford to keep them running. A shutdown would mean 7,500 jobs would be lost. While the fate of LTV is still undecided, leaders of the United Steelworkers of America want to know how the members feel about a proposed merger that would result in one company controlling a third of the domestic steel production. The Pittsburgh-based union is planning a national meeting next week to gauge rank file reaction. Bethlehem Steel, U.S. Steel, and Wheeling Pitt confirmed, and others unidentified companies are discussing a merger. However, the union might oppose that mergers because it could lead to layoffs.
The man who started all the magic in California and Orlando, Florida, would be enjoying a birthday today. Today is the 100th birthday of Walt Disney, the founder of the Disney Entertainment Empire. Disneyland and Disney World have been preparing for the event and plan on a huge celebration tonight and throughout the remainder of the year.
Warm temperatures made today feel more like April than December.
Stephanie Dugan now joins us with a look at the TV5 Weather Center forecast to tell us how much longer the warm weather is here to stay. Stephanie?
Ladies, today in Clarion, we woke up to blue skies and unseasonably warm temperatures for the 5th of December. In fact, temperatures got up to the mid-60s with 64 in Clarion, so things are pretty nice out there. The only clouds we saw in Pennsylvania were those spotty few in central Pennsylvania, in and around Pennsylvania. These clouds will be with us still through tonight, and as we go through tonight, there'll be increasing chance of showers as well. Today we saw a high-pressure system in and around Pennsylvania. This front map shows showers, spotty showers in and throughout Pennsylvania. Like I said, these showers will be with us with a chance tonight and also with a chance tomorrow morning and in through the day. This high-pressure system is one that was with us and brought us our warmer temperatures for the past couple of days. For tomorrow, another high-pressure system moves along through the east, and we will see showers in parts of Pennsylvania and also increasing clouds. These clouds will stick with us, and then more showers are likely Friday, and also then snow showers might move in for the weekend on Saturday. So for the next 5 days, then it looks like rain showers for tomorrow, and the temperatures won't cool off too much with a low of 54. And Friday you see partly sunny skies with a high of only 43. Saturday is when the chance of snow showers moves in with a high of 32 and the low of 29. Sunday, you see cloudy skies with temperatures only 36. Monday, things warm up again with partly sunny skies with a high of 40. So things are going to look more seasonably the next couple of days. So back to you.
Thanks, Stephanie. Stay with us. TV5 News Live has more to come.
When we return, Pat Muldowney will join us with the TV5 Sports Report.
But first, here's a look at how local stocks fared on Wall Street today.
stronger than you. You can't hold us back. Violence, we know what it takes to blow past you.
And violence, we're just getting going.
On September 11th, America faced terrorist attacks of the worst kind. Innocent lives were lost, and a sad cloud was cast over this great nation. These acts were intended to cause fear among all Americans, including our children. But we cannot let that happen. There are things we can do to help our kids. Talk with them, listen to them, tell them they're safe and that they're loved. God bless you, and God bless America.
Cellular One has plans that fit the way you talk. For all the who's, whens, whys, and wheres, there's a make someone's holiday happy, happier, or the happier with one of these great phones. Plus, get a free line of phone service, unlimited nights and weekends, free long distance, and free voice-activated dialing. However you talk, Cellular plans that fit the way you talk.
Whether you're looking for seasonal flowers, wedding flowers, or plants, Wilshire's Flowers and Gifts has them all, plus a vast array of gifts ranging from dolls, balloons, fruit baskets, and plush toys. Stop by Wilshire's Flowers and Gifts located on Merck Street in Clarion. Wilshire's offers same-day delivery. Phone number 226-7070 or 1-800-833-3571. The phone answers 24 hours a day. Muljani joins us now with a TV5 sports report.
So, Pat, how'd things go for the men's basketball team?
It was a tough defeat, 86-86. Allen Stevens came out hot, scoring the first 9 points of the game. The Golden Eagles jumped out to a 14-point first half lead. Mansfield crept back into the game slowly, a 3-point lead with 10 seconds remaining. Point guard Raleigh Smith brought the ball up for the game, tying score, but he was double-teamed on the sideline, and a timeout was called. Unfortunately, they didn't have any timeouts remaining, and a technical foul was assessed. After this past Sunday, the Golden Eagles bounced back strong with a 68-56 win over the #1 team in the PSAC East, Bloomsburg. Steve Soroka scored a team-high 19 points, hitting 5 3-pointers after a season-low 11-point performance on Saturday. Well, for elsewhere in the sports world, the Pittsburgh Steelers made it official today. The bus will be sidelined this weekend. The league's leading rusher and starting running back for the Steelers, Jerome Bettis, will be out this Sunday with a hip injury. Filling in for Bettis will be fourth-year running back Chris Mfuamatu Maafala. Last weekend, Fu rushed for 74 yards on 12 carries in the fourth quarter after Bettis' injury. Maafala has been seeing limited action after being dropped to third on the depth chart behind both Bettis and Amos Fairway. Now, although he may be third string back on this team, it's still hard to overlook the 225-pound monster running down the field. I've had to wait my turn, Fu said this Wednesday. Well, I'm ready now. That's all for the TV5 Sports Report. I'm Pat Monelli. Now back over to Carrie and Jackie.
That's all for this edition of TV5 News Live.
Pat Grace and Susan Honorad will join you tomorrow with Clarion's very own TV5 News Live at 8.
Until then, I'm Jackie Nealon.
And I'm Carrie LaPoo. For everyone here at TV5, good night.